What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Gotta talk about um, a principle. Um, there's an old saying that says, "A fool and his money will soon part," and nothing could be truer. The more I think about that statement, and the more I see some of the ways that we move as it relates to money, um, nothing upsets me more. Well, one of the things that upsets me a lot, I'll say, is when I see somebody with a lot of money and they start doing stupid things with their money. They don't know how to make their money work for them, and they don't know how to put people in positions with their money to be successful. And I'll give you an example or two. Um, you think about people who come up out the streets and they become successful and as an athlete, or they become successful in the music business and really reach a high level of financial success. And then you look up and you find out, oh, well, he got in trouble because he fronted his homeboy some dope, or he paid for some dope. He gave his homeboy some money so his homeboy could go get some dope and get something going on in the streets like that. And the first thing you think about is like, man, why would he do that? Why would he use his finances to fund that type of activity? And there's a couple of reasons why, outside of just being foolish. A lot of times people like to try to prove that they still are, down with streets, or still connected or whatever, and try to feel like, um, see, man, I'm still the same dude. I got you. I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna put you on. But you're putting people on in the wrong kind of way. And not only are you putting them on in a way that they can get them jammed up, you putting them on in a way they can get yourself jammed up, because boys gonna talk. So when they get caught and questions start to get asked, your name is gonna come up. So when you see people doing these ridiculous things with their money, when there are so many opportunities where you can invest that money, or you can use it in a more sensible way, it becomes head scratching. It's like, man, what are these dudes thinking? You know, and when they got a lot of money, a lot of them think that, well, it's beyond the possibility of me getting jammed up because of who I am. If I got a name, or if I just got a lot of money, it's no way that I can get jammed up. And like I said earlier, you don't think that the people that you put on in that way will talk. And I don't care if you opening up a restaurant. I don't care if you go back to the old school and open up a detail shop. As long as it's a legitimate business or a legitimate investment, something that you decide to put your resources behind. But to to just blow your whole life, because that's basically what you're doing, and your family, because you have this fetish, you have this urge, this willingness to want to put so much money into stupidity. Um, and you see people that, I don't judge what nobody does, but I've read stories about cats who have probably in their lifetime blown millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars in strip clubs and things of that nature. And see, and I'm not talking about personal vices. That don't even have nothing to do with just your personal vice. You might be on drugs yourself. I'm not even talking about it. I'm taking that and setting it to the side. I'm talking about just money moves, dumb money moves. And you see it all the time. And then when guys go broke, even if what you did doesn't land you in jail, you go broke. Um, they sit and they think about all of the money that they've made, the total amount that they generated in the time span that they were on top and whatever it is, and the amount of money that they tricked off, that they messed up, that they blew. And that got to be a painful feeling. That got to be a demoralizing feeling, because what happens is when you're not that dude no more, there's no way to go back and reaccumulate those amounts of money. You can't, if you 43 now, you can't just go back to the NFL now. Well, I'll just go back and start playing again. No, you won't. Even as a musician, even as an artist in the music business, you have a window. You may have a long, consistent career, but the tops of the tops, you have a window of time where you just blazing hot. Most artists are not able to recapture that. So a lot of times, man, it's hard or virtually impossible to get back in that bracket, in that financial bracket that you were able to have all this alley-oop income. You just alley-ooping money and just tossing it in the air, you know. So the regret has got to be massive when somebody goes through that, and then they no longer, you can't get it no more. Now you back where you started from. Everything you worked for, because you're trying to prove a point to this person, to prove a point to that person, and you just putting your money into unnecessary foolishness. So yeah, a fool in his money will always part. And a lot of times, these are some of the same people that when a legitimate investment opportunity is proposed to them by whoever, they, nah man, I ain't doing that. They reject it. They shoot it down. And then you find out some of the other things that they have been putting their weight behind. And again, you like, you know, what kind of mental issues do you have? You know? But one thing about a grown person and their money, they got the right to do whatever it is they want to do with it. They have the right to do whatever it is they want to do with it. But nobody's going to feel bad for you when you do make those kind of bad decisions, and then all of a sudden, it blows up in your face. So y'all think about that, man, as we move forward, man. And if you come into some bread, man, don't let your homeboy tell you, hey man, I need to get these bricks, man. Just shoot me by 40, man. I can get on, man. Help him get on feet through the right channels, or offer that to him. He may still reject it. You know, be wise in how you budget. I ain't saying don't have fun. I ain't saying don't splurge here and there. Don't treat yourself. Don't ball out. I ain't saying none of that. But everything in moderation, and some things not at all. Alright, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. Check out these videos I do almost every day. And subscribe to the Underground Dialogue Podcast. The new episode is up. And I want y'all to go check that out right after you get through watching this. I'll catch y'all later on. Peace.